So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah!
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Zerg! Disperse these rebels!
Нічок, не будете здоровы.
Do you need some help?
There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
So Divish promised Sir Radek he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed after that. What did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always...
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime... Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humour back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done.
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as...
I know, Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
Fine. But right now I have more important things to do.
That's all you have to say? After everything we've done for you? Well, do as you see fit.
A word with you, young fellow. Hey, youngster, come here.
Hey, look out! Lout.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Hey, youngster, come here. Be a bit...
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by...
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him.
What the hell are you doing? If you're up to... Hey! Hey, look out! Lout!
Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
Come on, I'm not some peasant. I'm Sir Radzig's blacksmith, and I need to speak with him.
It's my job to stop you. Now bugger off.
I may not look the part, but I know about honor and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Can't just expect me to walk into the middle of a battle.
What battle? Stop.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Are you serious?
What are you doing?
What was that?
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
How does life in Ratai suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
Did you...
Folks say it was on account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king.
Jesus! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here. What the hell?
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Birkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary.
Алло.
The less he pays,
Один сидишь, говорю. Не скучно.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Погружаешься.
Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered
Что,
him
ты
to
не
remain
спал,
at
что ли?
Talmberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to?
А я тут на мойке сижу в кафешке.
But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away.
Чё
So
расскажешь?
Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a
Слышь,
remarkable
она многопользовательская, это Kingdom Come Deliverance.
They
А?
deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
А, хорошо, я сейчас тебе... Я
It was attacked
попозже
by
зайду.
thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Oh, I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
What are you doing?
This is a bit awkward, but recently you buried a convict, and this convict, was a family man. He left 3 young children, and I thought it might ease their hearts if I gave them the ring their father had on him in his final hour. I'm sure you wouldn't bury him with such a valuable thing.
What? Are you implying I robbed the dead? I'll count to 3, and if you're still here, I'll smash your teeth in. I'm going to enjoy this. What are you doing? Anything else? Jesus, look where you're going.
This is a bit awkward, but recently you buried a... was a friend of mine. He had a ring on his finger that I gave him for luck. And I figured, since he doesn't need it anymore...
And you think I rob corpses, so I must have it?
Don't lose your temper, I meant no offense. I can pay you for it.
Forget it.
This is a bit awkward, but recently you was a friend of mine. He had a ring on his finger.
And you think I rob corpses, so...
Well, I'm sure you wouldn't be fool enough to bury him with such a value.
What? Are you implying I robbed the dead? I'll count to 3, and if you're still here, I'll smash your teeth in. Dead. What's the matter? Come on. Done for, fucker. Yo! No! You call that... Is something the matter? Can I do anything? What's it to be? Hey, what are you doing here? Clear up quick or I'll throw you out. What's the matter with you? Damn! What's... Anything else?
Christ, wounds, what a fucking stink. How long have you been lying here? Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, the stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
Здоров.
Здорово.
Что это ты там такое играешь?
А, ты же?
Ну, в группе увидел.
Написано. А чё?
Так, а ты, подожди, ты играешь в Warcraft?
Да, Warcraft пока.
Ну, сейчас, секунду. Это... Я Tofix не то, что буду там, не, ну, может и буду. Дело в том, что я уже прокачал черту там тучу персонажей, был за десяток там. Я, скажем, в свое время сваливал с Warcraft и нашел Planet Side, вот, скажем так. Что-то какая-то РПГ, походу, сингловая, или что это? Как на Skyrim какой-то похоже. Ей-богу, играю уже лучше в Warcraft. Уже лучше в Warcraft играю, раз на RPG тянет. Да, тоника нищего одевай. Тоника нищего одевай. Ой, морковку тоже одевай. Все. Отмечал, что?
Да нет.
Да. Я думал, ты сам. То у тебя что, эти значки с буквой А, видно, это и есть квесты. Один-то совсем рядом, слева где-то там, где-то топал. Это ты такой типа лазишь, зашел в чью-то хату и просто лег и спишь?
Ободрать. Как бы мог...
Kingdom.com. Теперь ясно. Ну, я зашел на Twitch и увидел название игры. А чё чат не включил? Ну, потому что я его не вижу. Возможно, ты в ОБСе там просто его, ну, как говорится, засунул ниже по списку. И вот открой ОБС, у тебя он должен быть именно вот строчка чата, он буквально выше всего, наверное. Или если нет, то перетащи. Да нет, ты можешь это не надо перезапускать, ты прямо во время трансляции это можешь делать. В самой программе OBS ты его находишь, там есть Планетсайт, там еще какие-то игры, там чат, вот этот чат он у тебя должен вверху быть.
Когда-то не знаю, может, это...
Ты сверни просто ее, ты ж этим самым на захват экрана просто стоит. Ну, сверни ее, покажи OBS.
Так, давай, смотри. Я не могу сохранить его.
Да не надо. А, не, все, понял. Знаешь, что у тебя? Нажми параметры игры. Подожди, я пока это сам. У нас параметры графики. Сейчас. И тут есть... подожди, режим экрана ну, стоит. А подожди, без рамки что там еще есть? Режим экрана. Ну, блин, по идее все правильно стояло. А поставь этот самый, пока весь экран перемени, сможешь свернуть, я все OBS увижу.
Да?
Ну да, но тогда сворачивать игру можно. Покажи OBS. Сейчас, подожди. Не, я только игру вижу.